There we go. Not bad.
You're looking at $25 in blue water. You? It's a bottle of Tide. In the chemical industry, it's a 900% markup on a single mineral that costs 10 cents. Check that out. I bet you want to see it again, don't you? I can do it. It's a heavy gas. And here it comes. It's invisible, but it's wet. Check that. Well, I can strip it. Just test your system specs. Well, Mike, since you were late to work today, I'm afraid I'll have to give you a point. I don't care. Well, you shouldn't care, but I really found one. Well, Mike, since you were late to work today, I'm afraid I'm going to well, you should care, but then you get five. Okay. How many points do I have right now? Yeah. What else?
Just got back from meeting a drummer. He caught a cold slug. That sucks. Hope you feel better. Gotta get you some honey and ginger. It was all right. I mean, like they're great. Like they had a bass player too. Is the dude from the Dawes from back in the day. I don't know if you were there, but apparently his band broke up. One of the other guys died, just like ours did. I don't know. They don't want to tour, but I don't know. They were like passing around the idea of like going around the state, like to New Mexico and stuff. So, but I mean, they're really good. They're more thrashy too. Everything is like pointing towards thrash these days.
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years I followed your orders, fought your wars, all to protect the children you took, just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats.
Fiend. Their souls were sullied with the stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption. A penance paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it. Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster. And
This
my
game is
soul
fucking
is
nuts.
stained black. No, not by you. But by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster, no. Nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, dominant. Rage be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me.
Kill them. Jill! Read. Remember how it felt? Why? Why can't I do it? Please, just one. She might have done that halfway forever. Make this quick. Right. Damn it. All right. I won't take long. Kill!
I'm going to finish this guy.
Thanks for giving me one of your kidneys. I wouldn't be here. You're my boy. I can let anything happen. Hey, David. Hi, Mary. Hey, babe, do you guys want some sandwiches? That would be awesome. Thanks, babe, bro. We need to get to the studio. Can we at least eat first? No time. But trust me, Jesse, this song is going to.
Are you watching, Sid? One step closer to freedom.
Sister, what did you do to it?
Oh, we destroyed it.
What? Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I do, Father. I have killed the monster and become an outlaw. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
It's over.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high. Clyde, look.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate. Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed. I kept my promise, and now you keep yours.
Con razón.
Okay.
Me dio frío.
Yeah, he was really hot.
¿Qué?
Quali.
¿Qué? Tengo frío.
This way, my grace. Bleeding.
Suelo sé tu es frío.
I thank you for your kindness. Truly.
Suelo sé tu es
I
frío.
assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure.
For a moment there, I felt my brother's presence.
You did.
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence? I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
What else? Thanks
They
for
must have flown,
I
perhaps,
wouldn't be here for
the
one.
crystalline dominion their light in the darkness.
So, how does it
More and more use their homes to the blades and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the dimensional levies and move to find new livelihoods. What is it that you see in the dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, young massage.
The Grand Prince of Saint-Bloc.
He has many titles. Beyond the Bowl, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or something far. I met him once when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
There's a white powder that costs less than $1 at any
You are confident that he will listen to what you have to say.
You add warm water and walk away. When you come back,
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss,
yellow
and
discovery.
the hidden hand ushers us onwards. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sandra included.
Brush you ever owned vanished.
If His Highness is the man I believe him to be,
Factory floor.
and I pray that he is,
Smooth.
this truth will not have escaped his notice.
Since 1882. It was never banned, never recalled, never made illegal. It was simply buried. Buried under an avalanche of $15 spray bottles that promise miracles and deliver nothing. Because of the powder that fixes
As the
the
mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bloom.
Sustain a $200 billion industry.
How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals,
Cleaning industry prayed.
and yet how spoiled,
Welcome to Forbidden Camp.
like
If these stories
canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on the seeds.
So you have been mentoring the Roscoe here for the last couple of months.
But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight.
And
Painful though it be to leave our home behind,
okay,
it is what we must do to be free.
I really enjoyed working with the last couple of months. So
Is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation,
fucking idiot.
and a freedom that leads to deprivation.
Intelligence of a saying. This type of keyboard is
I do not yet know the answer to that question.
in the best way possible.
Do you,
Keyboards have
Clive?
is for competitive gamers everywhere, but it does until
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while.
see how life
We can return on the Dalmatian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing,
features like
but if your health should fail,
I know.
edge in online competitive games, which you can greatly use and open the door for some really intuitive single-player game quality of life improvements. And keystroke key, so when you push down the W button to walk forward in a game, that a light press moves your character into traveling speed, and a full press enables the shift button with everyone able to touch the effectively binding both keys to the same input. That's just one example of what you can do with each one way, but there's all sorts of other customization options too. Plus, the creamy chain switches are hot swappable. This is how to reinvent Roman concrete if civilization restarts. Because the Colosseum is still here, but your sidewalk cracked last winter. Roman concrete heals itself, cracks fill with rain, lime reactivates, and it seals up like nothing happened. Modern concrete, one crack, and it's done. Here's what you need: limestone. Burn it, and you get quick lime.
Armies attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved us competent as a unit on laying out. Rather we simply shell back to the capital. Enough of the
Keep limestone until it turns to white powder.
about to maintain its illegitimate
Don't
payment.
touch it unless you want medieval.
However, our casualties with each
This is good. Quick lime with a few scoops of water. It'll bubble like
There is a little seed which you prize. The armies of Sambrek need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against pyramids. They are dug in like ticks and seek to draw out the siege, knowing the capital's stores are now bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might wreak. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar. Would but take the field, and those would be full of answer. If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our demands shape the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Duluth, we would deal with the destruction. Unless that is what you desire. If our learned advisor has solutions proposed, we should be glad to consider it.
Peter, that sounds fake. What's the catch? Limited features or hidden credits? No catch. Earlier, Cloud Code needed paid API. Now you can run it locally using open source models through Olama Zero API costs. Locally, as in my own machine does the thinking? Exactly. You still get everything slash command, servers, edit mode, even sub agents. Nothing is stripped out. So what do I actually do to set it up? Install Olama, download an open source coding model, and launch Cloud Code from your terminal. From that point on, it runs entirely on your local system. Okay, but is it as powerful as the paid model? It's not meant to replace the premium fees, but it's perfect for testing ideas, fixing bugs, and pre-coding without burning credits. So I save money and still get real work done. Exactly. You can now run Cloud Code completely free forever. Peter, that sounds fake.
Was through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not he would accept my invitation. Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. He would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name.
Oh, anoche
In return,
acá
I
afuera,
will
aquí en la
leave
puerta,
Sandbreck
un
in
mapache
your capable
súper grande.
Yeah, we just saw it. It went in the neighbor's yard.
Your
Sí,
imperial
bien grande.
majesty.
Yo lo estaba viendo. Sí, ayer estaba aquí y salió corriendo abajo de la camioneta.
Mm-hmm.
And all for the love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivia. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sambrek. And when your father goes to meet Great Grieger,
You shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
Is it true what I'm hearing, Sid? Another crystal?
Oh, Arthur.
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stickers, girls. And we most certainly you wouldn't want them.
Of course not.
Oh, you see, they don't do
And
I'm worried. They said they'd give us new clothes.
Our man in Dallimore mentioned that Cook's Guard haven't been seen there of late.
The calm before the storm.
Clive!
is something wrong?
It's Blackford. And if I'm honest, normally it only takes a couple of drinks to put something's getting him down. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? But I'm thinking...
Fine. But if he doesn't...
All right, now, wait a bit.
Keep them cooters nice and chilled. I won't have you spoiling another catch.
Let's hope the draper has Hortense's cloth.
Might I interest you in some swan's down? Perhaps some seersucker or herringbone?
Just some linen. 2 bowls.
Cost me nothing.
Already paid for in full.
Nothing.
Apologies, but your item. They were due to arrive on a caravan from. My mother thinks it might. Yes, wait.
That damn bird's a menace. Who's going to buy my wares now?
Is there something?
If you're a bandit, come to steal my spot. It was only after that I demand recompense, be it in coin.
These goods are. You wouldn't happen to be on your way from.
Someone from the market sent you. So the fool has protection and coin. Oi!
I told him not to call me that. And we'd have already collected. As I told one of your customers, it usually is.
I'll deal with the bird lover. Take the answer one, killer.
Stop calling me that.
Oh, oil!
Did he hurt you?
No, he seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him. My shipment is safe.
And we can speak of that once we're safe in.
So you and my mother were right.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order now. If you don't mind,
Oh, I almost forgot. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safe. I've also added a few extra lengths of our butt free a chart.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least.
That's that done then. Now let's back to Hortense with her cloth.
Clyde, sorry again.
Don't worry, I believe this will.
Let's see here. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk. That devil of a draper expects me to pay.
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, no. Oh, there's no need to be hasty now. Speaking of which,
this one?
I've a mind to give her. Did you know she's quite a little.
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons.
Her lessons. Oh, that's right.
Not quite When my father put down the upright, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her...
She's an honest. I could tell. I don't think it's cheapest.
Don't take it.
We'll see. Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dresses soon. Said they'd be made of linen.
August was worried that something I thought you... I told you not to...
Clive just wants to help. Talk to him. Please, mate.
What a sort of thing. Why don't you tell us? Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Oh, made my stuff look like it. I should have put the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. Out there, you got what you can.
All right. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Didn't think anything could rattle him.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Something tells me this is if he has doubts. It will affect him.
I couldn't have...
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Assuming you'll have...
Who bloody...
That to him.
Is it true what I'm hearing, Sid? You cracked another crystal?
Karen, Blackthorn mentioned the...
And he ate it himself since he saw it.
All right, sold it. I didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way it was nicely put together. That's for certain. Even if that's all is,
You don't know where...
like I said, don't trust it.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leather worker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Going the wrong way.
Chiquis.
Our man in Dallimore mentioned the Vickers guard having been seen.
Let's get some bread. Marvin Westgate Sandbreak. Okay. Not that great. I can't. No. Ah, here we go. He says, there we go.
What's up?
What's up? I am hunting a griffin. What are you guys up to?
We're playing radio now.
What is that?
SWAT team. You get to play as a SWAT team and you go through a bunch of different missions.
Oh, that's what that game is. Okay.
It's very good.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Cool to be out of this miserable.
That's what Rainbow Six should have been.
I'm playing Final Fantasy 15.
Well, if you want to play this, we got one more.
How much does it cost?
50.
$50?
Yeah.
God dang.
We're up in the hills of Los Clemente. That means a lot of rich people.
It's kind of cool though, because like, if you join my lobby,
You have to get
my DLCs extend to you.
Oh, that's fucking dope.
I should mention.
Taking it from 18 missions, which is what the base game has, to 27 with all the DLCs.
Like there might be a false teenage dog.
It's got a rating system. Do you ever play Resident Evil?
Yeah. I just got Resident Evil 9. And the DLC is supposed to drop yesterday, and it hasn't downloaded for some reason.
Turned into a big pile of ashes.
And then I got to download the DLC for Silk Song. I had to see how much money I have left over tomorrow, and because I just got my tags, I just got insurance. I had to pay fucking like almost $600 towards electricity. Yeah.
Yeah, so these are some fucked up assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a room where he says that the age for the sets are 16 to 22, but the younger the better. Gross. Yeah.
Who said that?
It's a guy that we're going to take down.
Should I take a lethal?
I mean,
Just one single lethal.
I feel you. If I wasn't such a perfectionist, I would want to. And we've run this a couple times, and me and Kelly can't get through it by ourselves.
Oh shit.
Not without one of us dying.
The fuck is this Griffin?
Seriously, it's tough.
Oh, Vicky, I finally got Ableton.
You know,
you want penis? I destroyed that years ago. That's not that tough.
Issue and sparring tissue's tougher than that.
What the fuck is this bitch ass bird?
I'm out thankful. This fucking mania. Let's wait. That's the wait on Kelly and Vic.
Yeah.
That's good. Charge it for making a break.
This is the one we were trying last night, Kelly.
Okay.
The mansion. Yep. Fucking weird porno, dude. This one's gonna be wild. Jake was like, can we take at least one lethal? Like, please? Like, I wish, buddy. If we wouldn't get in trouble for it, but I'm so sorry.
It's still unload non-lethals in it, right? Just like, but
I'm all talking to you, you're not even there.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I was in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Good. I was just saying I finally got Ableton.
It's like 3 or 4 shots that kills him.
You finally got what?
Ableton
3 or 4 of the shotgun shots. Yeah.
recording program.
Ah.
And once.
Yeah, so you remember that?
Once they cussed, you can't do it.
It's funny because all my stuff is like RGB now. You remember that keyboard that I bought?
Yeah.
I've been running it with FL Studio. Turns out it's not meant for FL Studio. It fucking plugs directly into Ableton.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's fucking. I could finally do everything I was supposed to be doing with it.
I gotcha. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So what is the non-fucking? What's the non-what? Non-believers? I don't know.
Press R1.
Oh. TRPL. Are being cops. Russian people are being bags. There's no better plot than fun. Okay. We're still running non-lethal.
Yeah.
Well, we did get through that last one pretty good. They're really going to send us some backup. They want to know something. We're on our own. Like bean bags for everyone, right, Jake? Yeah, we both got everybody. You get bean bagged. You get bean bagged.
Says here, author Camelot. Camelot. No, it says he came a lot. No, Camelot is his court. So you're saying he didn't come a lot? No, about the average man, about a teaspoon. I mean, he only had one child. Oh, that's what I was doing. Trying to locate the stupid ass griffin. I got distracted.
Oh, also when you're doing that, okay. You cut out.
Me?
You did. No. Jelly. No. So when you're in that leaning mode, when you put both of your sticks in, you can fucking do it slowly so you can peek the corner. That's good to know. You can also use it on the lean behind you. I'm saying it's too low and you can't get low enough. Get low, get low, low. Get low. Well, I just shoot people on the dick with a bean bag.
This one more than ever.
So with this mission
we're going after a guy who's got famous in the porn industry and he's turned to child porn now.
Oh, dude, we can't go lethal? What the fuck?
I know that's what everybody was saying in the chat. Right? Can we please go?
Like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I do have bullets in my handgun, and I'm gonna try to restrain myself. You get yourself on a shit ton of non-lethal telegrams, dude. Nope, no one bullet for the fucking dome. Fine, dude. I'm gonna put my fucking shotgun to his nutsacks and then pull the trigger and rupture his testicles. It's fine as long as it doesn't kill him.
As long as it doesn't kill him.
Where you get to the ambulance. It's the third time, man.
he died on the way to the hospital, then I guess okay. I mean, who was the motherfucker that shot the civilian in the blue outfit? No. Uh-huh.
I don't have visuals.
No, you can hit him in the neck though.
I guess you can shoot him in the head, yeah.
No, he had a bruise on his like neck and head area, so someone hit his ass.
I'm sure he made a full.
Yardams say the floods are closer than they've ever been.
Oh, I see how Kelly gets down. Holy shit, Kelly, that is fucking cool. What? The double click-ins. The shit you were fucking with the diner.
That bridge above me? This map is so confusing.
Oh, dude.
Okay, now I'm going the right way.
Yeah.
I think you just eat food instead.
No, like I don't want to have food because I don't want to go back to what it was doing. I really don't want to eat shit either. Yeah, me neither. Asshole.
Maddie came in one day and she said, I haven't eaten shit all day. I said, that's a good story.
Better than none. Yeah. And he has fucking kids here. Who has the show?
Birthday party.
Probably fucking his daughters.
Maybe he's one sick one.
Oh yeah, look, gunshots immediately. I think we go around the left side of the building. The bitch saw us in the window. You can't go to the left. You can only go to the right. I meant the right. You know what the fuck I meant. Dyslexia, you know what the fuck I meant. Nice hit. Nice hit.
Man goes to the doctor, comes back to his wife, says, I need sex daily. You're gonna love it, babe. She goes, no, you fucking dumbass. He said you have dyslexia.
Funny. Do we gas some Jews? I'm the only one with. Oh yeah, you got the gas mask. Hell yeah, let's gas the Jews.
Open it up. I'll fucking fire my fucking grenade launcher in there. We'll fucking gas them out.
Yeah, like shit. Not have the gas. I'm not so. Hold on. Nice hit, Kelly. All right, you want me to open it and you gas the Jews?
While picking it.
Okay, I'll ram it. 1, 2, 3.
Easy prey.
Gas some Jews.
Husband hasn't been off more than he can chew.
Team Ramrod?
Team Ramrod, car Ramrod.
I don't want a large farva. I want a goddamn liter of cola.
Alright, we're clear. Who's blowing holes in who? Check that. Get the chicken. We got you locked down on the hallway. What's coming down the hall? Turn it off. Careful, you go out. All of it is on the left. Told you. There's two. Told you, careful. I get that first one, he was ready, and then the dude came out back. Check that right. Damn. Get out of there. If it was, oh, they splattered me on the wall right there. Gas and juice. Are you dead? Watch out, they're back there, gas and juice. Down, there's one in the back.
So you guys are taking down a child predator?
Yes, that's what we're doing right now.
That's dope.
All right, behind the wall, get behind the wall. Behind the wall. Hit him in his neck. Watch out. Be careful, there, boy.
That be on that.
We're clearing this next room.
You all right? That Griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. More likely than not. Your name's Camille. So an early human that's a hey.
On the table.
You should be. Blacksmiths and I'm.
All right, I'm gonna have to buy this game now.
Taking out child predators.
Sure.
Watch out, I'm moving down on your guys' six. Watch out, balcony.
This was.
Sure, I'll go back That's what I'm doing too, Jake. Just kind of peeking over the fucking balcony.
How'd it go, Clyde? Did you find him? Or just...
I found him. And he asked me to give you that.
Oh, watch out. God damn.
Thank you, Kelly.
Watch out, he's still there. Crouch.
You're the only reason I'm still alive, Kelly.
Dude. Get the fuck down, bitch. There's one downstairs. You fucking heard me, bitch.
So I've seen him a few times too. I was
Yep, I got him. I got you covered from up here.
I'll take your word for it.
Just say, best idea for fucking like 50 rounds of
work within the realm dark enough to do their own hunting, see, and his name turns out he's from Tabor. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret.
Where?
Keep this close to him.
Downstairs.
Oh, he didn't wait for anybody. Oh, he just called us.
There's two women, one's running out the back door. God damn it.
That's okay, I'm restarting.
Looks like you want me.
You can't go.
As if there was a...
Yeah, me and Jake both died.
There's a giggity in there somewhere.
I know. Where'd you guys go?
Downstairs.
Okay.
I secured that guy and Jake walked by me and got shot, and then they came around the corner and let me
You went
up.
down the stairs to secure that guy I had, got gunpoint,
Mm-hmm.
and then I walked around and then I looked over the balcony and seen two chicks underneath the tables. I was yelling at them to get the fuck out, and one ran off, and then I heard gunshots and bullet holes everywhere.
Got rid of him. Same for you.
Riddled and middled.
And yeah, fully cleared the second floor.
There's still like 3 rooms we had to clear.
Yeah.
Alright. Should we get rid of gas grenades and go with flashbangs and shit?
I recommend that, but that's because I don't wear a gas mask.
Yeah, I don't just have to put bangs. Bang, 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 bang. You do like 9 bangs. I do 50 bangs.
You brought you a good one.
Alright. I'm getting rid of the pepper spray, even though I want to use it on somebody so fucking bad. I'm keeping that shit. I'll use bear spray on bitches, but I said get on the ground. Bear spray in their eyes. Okay, you still got gas grenades, so I'm holding on to the gas mask so I can go in the room with you. don't we go downstairs? Party's this way. Never mind. Kelly's starting it off.
Yeah, he's got an obsession with that window.
I'll fucking break the door, AJ, if you want.
It's not me.
For Jake. Hold on, Jake. Watch out, right on the right. Jake got hit. He's dead. He's fucking dead, dude.
Oh. My guys, you can't stand at the fucking door. You gotta peek them.
See that?
Yeah.
I know when we came to the holiday, we did, nonetheless. I was wondering, apparently, the Dutch was home. I can't say that I
All I heard was
Jake was peeking the door, and as soon as he opened it, I'm like, Jake, on the right, and the dude just put his gun through the fucking shelf and shot Jake in the fucking head, and I was trying to shoot him.
Central Rosario.
God.
You know, somebody's broke into his house once or twice. He was ready.
He was so fucking ready. Yeah.
We go downstairs, guys. It's okay.
Let's just go downstairs to the party area and start in.
You know how much worse that is. Okay, let's go.
I mean, I don't know. There's a guy right there who looked through the fucking window. You can go to your window, Kelly, if you want. Teabag that bitch.
They can't even see you either. That's the best part. They can, but they can't. They're stupid.
Oh, yeah, you have to do this. Yep, let me unzip.
And that's my Vina.
That's my Vina. Okay, I like how everybody splits up in the basement. He's right here. Watch out. Use the door as cover. Use the door as cover because he shot the glass. Door knock. Watch out. They're in there. They are angry and pissed off. They're the far back.
One of the things I hate about these games is like you can't walk in certain areas. Like Silent Hill, F, the Japanese one that came out.
Yeah.
It's like you can easily walk to all those places, and it's like no, you can easily like jump across this creek bed, right? Nope. Blocked. You can't go that way. It's like you got all these shits chasing, trying to kill you. It's like you would have jumped that shit for real.
Yeah, I got one gunman down. I got his bodyguard in custody. You guys are. I have no idea what the fuck you guys are. We all went in that door. Hey. We're good. I went around the other guy, around the other way, got the guy coming right back here. You see him? Watch out, there's one in the back. You seen him, right?
Try not to engage through windows. It's very inaccurate. The shotgun's not as good at long distance.
I was over the balcony and I missed that both. Jake, you going in to secure him? Nope.
Right, yellow. These are our Morgan if it's all right. Well,
moving on you, Jake.
Come on. I'm familiar about this thing.
Okay, did you get his gun? Great. Keep going. I mean, if you want to, we can run him over with this lawnmower. It sounds like they need us. Oh, where is that? He's down there. I see him. Stay covered. Oh yeah, he didn't like that. I hit him with a beanbag. Yeah, move in, gas his ass, Jake. that fucking corner full of fucking gas. Another one over there, just in case. Civilian there. Let me break it. Let me break it.
Ooh, that's very chokeable.
Right back there. God damn it, I'm dead. I couldn't fucking go behind. I couldn't back up. Yeah, I couldn't back up. I literally went to back up. It's like I hit a wall.
Yeah, it won't let me gather anymore. Yeah.
They're in a fucking movie out for their life upstairs. Nice shot.
Good to go. And for keep it up. Gonna be
No, it says it's all there. Gotta be a third one somewhere. Oh, here it is.
You guys complete it considering I got fucking taken out. I'll be right back with you.
It's rare that we see you so often in the backyard. I found your flat. Did you have any finding? It was the easy part. These flowers specifically. The petals are meant to improve the effect. It's possible that the court visitors grew them for the tinctures and treatments. Local healers were convinced of their properties. But it's old and allow me to use some of the flowers you brought me. I need only a moment to extract the.
Who's this right here? Who's this right here? I'm a JP. Come here.
And here we are. A file of pure.
There you go, buddy.
Extract.
Nice.
To any one of your restoratives, will it?
Somebody pissed on the floor. She never stood no. Oh, yeah, somebody pissed on the floor. That's fucking disgusting. I definitely did not notice that last time. That is fucking awful. Are you in the backyard?
Yeah, it's funny.
Where?
I'm in the backyard here on Final Fantasy 15.
Alright, yeah. You just gotta clear the top. Pretty much. Yeah, you go. Went back up. Went back up. Upstairs? Yeah. Hey, I don't have anything against you guys. Still right.
But whatever is not out, will help and I will be pleased that the earth quickly is a weapon. Straight into your storm. Please stop. A million years ago. Over here. There you go.
Shot gas in the center room.
Guess we'll go back and check it out.
You and us, you are. Now, question is, are you ready to talk about
Well, this honest, we still haven't done. There's a whole area we're missing.
White Hart? That's quite a name for a chocobo.
Hey, I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
So I downloaded some AI tools and stuff that it's supposed to allow, like, it does all the coding work for me, so I might be able to make my own video games.
It was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds, looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
You got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? It's bad for business.
That lady in the face.
Oh.
Because she's something of a hero in these. You heard her.
Where were they?
That's
If you go outside and go to the left, there's stairs going down. That way. No way, no. I think changed their minds. Yeah, your buddy shot me in the face with a fucking pepper ball after I gave up. I'm hurt. I can't go anywhere else.
Totally about
Don't move.
Is Jake the only one alive? Yeah.
No te vayas a comer el microondas. Bueno.
My wife be fucking putting weed in all her food to keep me from eating it.
Es tu culpa por no preguntar.
Yeah, she made a bacon and eggs one time, right? And fire ass food, I'm all eating the fuck out of it. It's all full of weed. And fucking, so I'm like, so I eat it and everything. And I'm sitting there playing video games. And all of a sudden I'm like, why the fuck am I like super paranoid? Like, what the fuck is going on, right? I'm high as fuck, buzzed out and everything. I haven't fucking smoked or eat weed or anything in like fucking years. fucking dose me. And then guess what, guys?
Oh, this is fucked. That's not okay. That is not okay.
The dog got into it too. You hear me, Vicky?
Oh my god. That looks like I just moved here. Hello? Sorry, I'm on the headset. I'm really hurt you.
All right. So my wife, she started making edibles and shit, right?
It's the piece of shit right there.
And so she fucking made this weed butter, and you can't taste the weed or nothing in it.
That's pretty good.
So I'm eating this bacon and eggs dish that she made. Well, see, that's the thing is I wasn't trying to get high. I haven't fucking smoked or ate weed or anything in like fucking 5-6 years.
Oh, you're on the fucking chart. So what up? I know. What up? Fuck, man, that's like.
Fucking bro, I was so high.
Yeah, thank you.
It was not funny.
Dude, this is one dark fucking game, you know?
Well, that's what I'm telling you. You never know what you're walking into.
Taking a guess at somebody?
Oh, and you gotta locate Roll's off his computer.
It must be upstairs.
No, debe salir de ahí, cabrones. Ay, hijo de la chingada. Sí, pero se metieron ahí abajo, más abajo. Hijo de la chingada.
You're sick too?
I went to the ER this morning over fucking.
What happened?
a distraction. And I think
No. ¿Y tú cuánto necesito, cabrona? Uy. Ay, no vamos a tener. Ve. Vamos a tener que sacar toda la ropa del armario porque huele mucho a pipí de gato. Pero no ahora. I mean, I'm playing video games, so if you want. Video games.
Fucking cats peed all over. Get out of there. Why are you in the fucking bathroom already? Fucking cats, man. Oh, unlock the door.
You came over and she knocked my doors, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no. Oh no. I know you tried last time, but I won't try again. I've got enough pepper rolls to finish this slide.
No. Finish Saturday.
Why, Rick?
What?
Eat after this. Thank you.
Inside.
How the fuck did you take that many shots? That'd have been me. That alone would have killed me.
No. Abajo.
You think is going on? You can talk. I can keep that and repeat the talk. Oh, I was
Así, hijo de la chingada.
That's 3 foot off to that fucking flashbang. You got shit.
Little fucker. Stop. Well, if any of you guys want cats, I need to get rid of some. Yeah, we got a bunch of kittens. See, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got like 7 fucking kittens.
Not much for cat here, personally.
Yeah, same. That's why I'm trying to get rid of these cats, because I got my 2 boys in this fucking in the laundry room forever because they're cat killers and I don't want them killing cats. You need to get some muzzles to train them.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me what the charges are.
No. All right. I'm gonna get off, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one.
Like, fuck you too.
I know we've been through a lot, and
the OnlyFans empire is collapsing? Oh, really? Oh, really? Why am I not surprised?
Currently, the media space has been dominated by how much some top earners are making on OnlyFans. But what hasn't really been discussed is how the company has lost billions of dollars in valuation in a very short amount of time. And things just got even more messy because is now in a very bad situation after the CEO passed away. So essentially, you have one of the biggest platforms in the world, especially when it comes to that profitability per employee.
Oh my! OnlyFans is possibly the most revenue efficient company in the world, and no one even comes close. Give me a minute before I'm ready for this. I gotta use the bathroom. That's insane. That's a lot of fucking money. God damn. All right. Relax. Calm down. All right. I wonder why it's so revenue efficient. Who could guess?
Employee metric that you've probably seen online, and they just lost the one person running it, and almost nobody knew who he really was and that he existed. So the dude never gave interviews. There's really no real footage of him online, and one of the only pictures of him online was the one from his LinkedIn that had no ties to the platform whatsoever. So that's a little bit interesting. But for years, he was quietly making billions running one of the most controversial platforms on the internet. But then, in just the last month, he passed away and left the entire business in limbo. So, I mean, to catch everyone up to speed here, OF...
I disagree with that. I think that there was probably a plan. The guy had terminal cancer. He knew that he knew he was crashing out.
Must have been, eh?
He knew it. he probably locked this in a long time ago. Like the people that were running it knew this was going to happen. He knew.
You take care of it.
Created in 2016 by a guy named Tim Stokely. He was the youngest kid in a family from Essex, England. And he spent years trying to launch internet business after internet business and had a whole lot of failures. And the guy burned through a whole bunch of his own money and goodwill from friends and family, to put it lightly. But his dad, Guy, real name by the way, he watched multiple projects go essentially nowhere and had funded more than a few of them. So when Tim came back with yet another idea, he went, okay, here's £10,000 and that's the last one I'm funding. Little did he know though, that money became the seed funds. And the original structure was simple. Creators set a monthly price, subscribers paid it, and the platform keeps 20%. And I guess the creator walks away with 80%. Tim's original pitch wasn't necessarily focused on adult content, but the idea had been...
Well, I think, yeah, that's also one thing that's true. People don't know this, but OnlyFans used to be for like photography and stuff like that. It wasn't always for sex work. It's just that all the hoes came in and they just colonized it.
To anyone who could build a paying audience, including adult creators since 2017. And from the start, it was a family operation in the early days, with Tim's brother, Tom, running the operations, and their father, Guy, handling the finances. Guy, I guess, was just their guy and father. And that one group, I guess they figured out the model faster than anyone else. And that showed up in some serious numbers, because in 2018, the platform was gaining traction, but running headfirst into some structural problems. The payment processors that made it possible to, actually collect the money from the subscribers weren't a big fan of the adult side of their business.
And I think that if you're a payment processor, you should not be allowed to decline payment for anything other than something that's illegal. I think it's ridiculous that you have payment processors that are acting like regulatory services, determining what people can and can't do inside of a market. The problem is that, like, if, for example, Verizon or not Verizon, Visa was okay with it and MasterCard wasn't, it would be okay because there would be a free market. But when all of the processors effectively act as a cartel, then I think they should be treated like one. I think they need to be regulated. They need to regulate the fuck out of them. That's what I think. It's ridiculous.
Actually, no payment processing means no business. Full stop. So Tim sold it. And the buyer was someone that almost nobody had heard of, and nobody would really hear of him for many years to come. His name was Leonid Ravinsky, who was born in Odessa, Ukraine in 1982. His family relocated to Chicago while he was still a kid, and he studied economics at Northwestern University. He graduated in 2002. And from that point forward, he essentially built an entire career at, scaling internet companies while keeping his name almost completely out of circulation. And even after he became the owner of one of the most talked about platforms on the planet, a single photo of him made the rounds. The same one over and over, which was attached to a LinkedIn profile that described him as the president at Leo.com. And, completely left OF out of the picture. So essentially what we know about this guy is he lived in a $19 million waterfront property in Miami, but he gave 0 interviews. He made no public statements. He was, I guess, for every practical purpose, someone who did not want to be found. What he was always doing, however, was running his own things. And he'd been building internet businesses since he was a teen.
Imagine that. Imagine a guy that just likes making internet companies and running businesses, and he doesn't want to be a celebrity. He's like, okay, yeah, I just like doing this. This is the thing that I do. Yeah, fucking based, honestly.
By his mid-20s, he built and operated more than 10 websites, developing a deep understanding in, I guess, the mechanics of adult content or entertainment and how that whole payment structure works and how he can get that to work without getting banned. And since he understood how this industry worked, when he was presented with the chance to buy, he did so in 2018 for $30 million. And it's safe to say that was a phenomenal investment for him because in terms of
money, gross revenue worldwide in billions of dollars. Look at that. Oh, wow. 0.27 to 2 to 4. Oh, man. It's a lot of fucking money.
2019, the platform processed around $300 million in payments and cleared around $7 million in profit. Then a year later, that gross payment volume hit $2.2 billion. And then by 2021, it was approaching $5 billion. And none of these numbers were being announced, but the company files with the UK as required. But Leonid had no interest in turning any of these numbers into some massive press release like many other entrepreneurs would. But then came
because the moment that he does that, That's because he knows. The thing is, like, he's not stupid, right? He knows that what he's doing is like something that a lot of people don't agree with. So the more that you talk, the more that people know about you. The more that people know about you, the more people are going to be mad about you. And it's like eventually there's a good, like, whenever you're doing something that you're really not supposed to be doing, you should keep your head down. Keep your head down. Just don't fuck with the gravy train.
That moment they probably told you more about OF than anything else, because in August of 2021 the platform announced that it was going to ban explicit content. Now that was confusing to a lot of people, because that kind of sounds like if Burger King announced it was going to stop selling burgers. So why would they ever do that? Well, it makes sense a little bit later on when you get the full picture, but obviously the response from the creators on their platform was immediate and very
whole uprising. It was
clear. So 6 days later the ban was reversed. And I guess that just showed the creators that they're the product. They actually have the power here on this platform. Because at the end of the day, the platform would not exist without the creators.
Well, what really happened is that there were other alternatives. There's like Fansly, like there's like 4 or 5 other like places, Patreon, where people effectively sell content that's like OnlyFans content. So like you don't really need OnlyFans. OnlyFans is simply it's a middleman. So like it's easy to switch middlemen if you're not really providing any sort of like a value-added service. It's a medium. Yeah, exactly. Patreon is not porn. What do you think all those girls doing the cosplay Patreons? What, you fucking retard? You some kind of a retarded? Like what's wrong with you? Do you have a retarded brain? You need to unretarded yourself. Just stop it. Just stop thinking. Just listen.
And the consumer's paying for it. So the reason all this actually matters becomes a whole lot more clear once you look at the numbers, though. Because in 2024, they processed $7.2 billion total transactions between the fans and the creators. OF's cut of that was about 20%, and that came out to $1.41 billion. Wow. That is a behemoth of a company. But after expenses, pre-tax profit landed at $684 million. The entire operation ran by only 46 full-time employees.
46 guys ran a 7th dude. I love it.
That is insane. And then Leonid's personal payouts tracked the platform's growth, as you would pretty much expect. Because in 2021, he collected around $284 million. And he collected $338 million. In 2023, he collected $472 million. And then in 2024, he collected $701 million. Which works out to about $2 million per day, every day, for the entire year. Which means the total earnings pulled between 2021 and 2024 were just under $1.8 billion from a company that he paid roughly $30 million for. That might be one of the best investments of all time. But
well, yeah. I mean, he did a great job managing it and growing the company. He did an amazing job. It's obvious he did.
At the same time, the distribution between the creators is wildly uneven because, you have this whole notion where a bunch of people would start an OF and make a whole bunch of money. But for the most part, that's not true. It's very similar to how big Twitch is in a way. I don't really like drawing comparisons between Twitch. But,
you don't have drawing comparisons between Twitch and OnlyFans? Yeah, you're right. Because in a lot of cases, you go to the ASMR section, it's the same thing. Just the way it is. What do you think all these girls are dancing around here for? What do you think's on that link tree? There certainly ain't Christmas ornaments, I'll tell you that.
A handful of top streamers on Twitch that make a crazy amount of money, and then the average streamer makes way below minimum wage, and that's the case with the as well. But I mean, that's just a whole other topic for itself. But the thing is, by 2025, Leonid was looking for a buyer, and it didn't take long for him to realize, selling this platform is going to be a challenge. Because on paper, I mean, the investment is insane. Over $1.4 billion in annual net revenue, profit margins that most businesses would consider borderline unbelievable, roughly 380 million registered users, and fewer than 50 people on payroll. If you strip the context and handed someone the financial statements, they would assume they were looking at some sort of tech unicorn that had figured out Google everything. However, the context is the biggest problem here, because a large portion of the institutional investors, the ones with the actual capital to do a deal at this scale, they operate under something called vice clauses, which are restrictions embedded in their agreements with their own backers that prevent them from putting money into certain categories. Because
this is like there's all kinds of morality clauses and bullshit like this inside of business. It's very, very common. It's super annoying. I hate dealing with it. Everybody's a pussy.
I mean, these firms don't only use their own money. They have liquidity providers or people who invest money into them, and they operate as a hedge fund, and then they deploy other people's money with the end goal of, beating the S&P 500 in the annual return. And a lot of people just don't want their funds to go into, investing in these vice businesses.
This is what a lot of the people, just to add a little bit of context, this is what a lot of the people want to effectively add, like supporting Israel onto one of these lists. Like, just so you guys understand, because you see a lot of people talking about like divesting and stuff like that. This is tangential to that. It's inside of that same spectrum in that world.
Which considers adult content, tobacco, gambling, and weapons. So regardless of the numbers, a lot of the most obvious buyers are essentially blocked from even writing the check. Then you have the operational risks, which are, Visa and MasterCard. They've already shown that they could, threaten to cut off payment processing for adult platforms. And this is exactly what pushed OF towards its failed 2021 ban. And since the platform is almost entirely reliant on subscription revenue, it has to go through payment processors that take somewhere between 5 to 10% in fees on top of the 2 to 3% fees from the most regular, Visa and Master, which is far above the usual 2 to 3% that most regular businesses are charged for payment processors. So obviously that is a tax on their margins, and now they're dependent,
which is unfair in my opinion, unless they can prove that these people, they're effectively getting squeezed. This is effectively a 1930s mafia deal that has just been turned into $1 billion industry.
I guess from the back.
It's just been turned into $1 billion industry. That's what's happened.
I reckon should be happy.
Payment processors. And not only that, but there's also regulatory pressure. So the UK communications regulator, they hit with a £1.4 million fine in early 2025 for a weak age verification practice, which might not be the biggest deal for them financially, but it's a pretty clear sign of where this enforcement is going. And then you have that exit problem, because even if someone bought it, how do they eventually sell it? Taking it public through a stock market listing, that's essentially impossible under the current conditions. And there's also no obvious second buyer standing by, and the insane financials don't resolve the fact that this is an asset most people in finance don't really want to be publicly associated with. And I mean, if I was to guess, that might be one of the reasons why they tried to stop allowing adult content on their platform back in 2021. That's the whole payment processors problem. So the asking price of the platform started at about $8 billion, and no one was interested, despite their insanely high valuation. But the firm that eventually emerged as, I guess, the most serious buyer was Architect Capital, a San Francisco-based investment fund that got its start in 2020, providing credit to Latin American startups. And they had more recently become known.
So they don't give a fuck, they're just owners down there, I guess. Down there in Latin America, bro, they just OnlyFans. Oh wow, do we get a discount now?
Tendency towards complicated situations, because its founder James Sagan was one of the larger investors in Juul, a vaping addicted product that you guys are probably familiar with at this point. And honestly, that's just a whole nother video, because Juul completely took over the world right before the pandemic, and it definitely did extremely well during the pandemic. And then it seems like it kind of got banned. At least most of their flavors got banned, and then suddenly you had Geek Bars and all these other off-brand versions of Juul.
I should figure out a way to sell drugs legally. I feel because if I look at this, one of the things that seems like a lot of people make a lot of money on is selling drugs. Like, if you can create like a new drug or something like that, that'd be like a pharmacy. Yeah, like it'd be like a pharmacy. No, I think it's a good idea.
Arguably are worse that kind of took over everything.
But the thing is that, like, you have to. The thing is, in order to be successful in selling drugs, you have to sell them to kids. If you can't sell them and market them to kids, what's the point?
Long story, but essentially, Juul had its products pulled by the shelves by the FDA, and they later settled for more than $1 billion in lawsuits over allegations that it was being marketed towards teenagers. So, I mean, it's safe to say that Architect's brand has some tolerance for risky investments. And the pitch Sagan made to the potential backers.
Well, I think that this will become increasingly more the case, right? Because like as more like you have different backers for this, but as a larger market for content that is effectively sin tax level content, like not sin tax, but like the tax for sin, like things like pornography, alcohol, etc. To the extent that those things have high returns, you can create an audience around making money off of them. It's just that historically there are structural disadvantages that make it harder to do right now in the immediate future.
I had two core ideas. First, diversify the platform, push it towards mainstream creator niches, and try to make it competitive with something like Patreon, rather than positioning it as purely an adult content site. Obviously, OF is primarily an adult content platform, and the majority of the traffic and subscriptions and the money all comes from that.
Yeah,
and without that core, it would just be a minor player when it comes to, like, you know, competing in the space with YouTube, Patreon, and Spotify. And now that Spotify also added long-form content.
This is like saying that KFC should go and only sell cookies. Just because you get a cookie sometimes whenever you get a meal there, that doesn't mean they should become a bakery. Like KFC sells chicken. That's what it is. They sell chicken. And I guess the same way they sell breasts and thighs, so does OnlyFans.
And it's subscription models. But I feel like it might even be smaller than Rumble if they tried to play in the non-adult space. Also, fun fact, since I'm mentioning Spotify, I was going to force to make a Spotify because some dude kept stealing my content and re-uploading it to Spotify. So if you want to enjoy my content on Spotify, you can do that as well. I'll leave a link down below so you guys know that it's actually me and not the dude impersonating me. So if you want to leave a review there, that would also help me not get impersonated. But continuing the video, over the years, OF has genuinely been trying to build a safe for work community on the platform, including chefs, athletes, musicians, comedians, and fitness coaches. And they also launched their own safe for work streaming service called OF TV back in 2021. And they've actively been just
okay, so that didn't work, right? How do I know it didn't work? This is the first time I've ever heard of it right now. And I literally do broadcast it. If I've never heard of this, there's probably a reason.
Pursue other partnerships since, but I don't really think any of it really took off. Though that is, again, still such a tiny portion of what it actually is. You have, you know, the real competitors here, YouTube, Spotify, and Patreon. They don't allow any 18+ content. And I don't see a world where OF is actually able to compete with any of these platforms in the safer workspace because, you know, the stigma that comes with the name. It's just like, I just can't see most creators being very inclined to be like, hey guys, follow my unless they're paid like a massive bag. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. But that problem will be something the new owner will have to inherit. And another step that they might need to do is acquire a banking license. Because even if they acquire OF, what happens if the payment processors shut them off? That would be really bad.
It's smart actually for them to do that. That way you're vertically integrated. You don't have you're not at their mercy. But I feel like that's really hard to do too. That's extremely hard to do. Sorry, content on Spotify, if you are an imposter, I have to look into it and see. Like it could be both, honestly, like for a complicated reason.
So a potential solution for that would be if the platform could become its own financial institution. I mean, in theory, it could. That would definitely be a massive uphill battle for them, though. But that would at least help them reduce the 5 to 10% fee burden. Currently, the valuation on the table is $3.5 billion, with Architect taking 60% of the equity in the deal. So just a few years, it's essentially lost $4.5 billion in valuation because
Well, I would disagree with that. I think that the company didn't sell at $8 billion. So obviously the company wasn't worth $8 billion. If it was, then it would have sold for $8 billion. So just because, like, for example, like if I say this is worth $1,000 and nobody wants to, like basically buy it for $1,000 and then I sell it for $10, it doesn't mean it lost $990. It means that it was an inaccurate valuation and the valuation was not comprehensive enough in order to be able to take into account everything that had to do with like why the company would be valuable. Right? I thought you always going to buy it. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I guarantee you it's not going to happen. And so what I think really is going to happen with this is that, and here's another thing with OnlyFans, is that you're getting to the point to where now AI content with OnlyFans is getting so popular that even the girls on OnlyFans, it's going to be harder for them to compete with them. Because when AI content is photorealistically similar to a real girl's content, I think you're going to see a vast decline in the amount of revenue girls are going to make on the platform. And I think that especially, like, the thing is that if you're trying to attract the gooners, that's great. But what happens whenever a gooner enters the game and they're playing it against you, right? Like, what happens when the guy from Pakistan that you're trying to sell OnlyFans to is the one making the girls? But now you're talking about they're cutting out the middleman. Now he's cutting out the middleman. Fuck's paying the girl. Like, I'm just going to make my own girl. I'm going to just 3D print this bitch. That's it. It's done. And so anyway, Uno reverse, exactly. And so you see daddy issues in their eyes. You just AI that. That's fine.
If it hurts, you can tell me, I'll understand.
I can bear it.
But you shouldn't have to. Not anymore.
This isn't just your struggle, Clive. It's ours. And when we see how hard you fight, it inspires us to do the same. Or would you rather we left you to save the world all on your own?
No. That's not. Ignore me.
Clive, where are you?
In here.
You are
What's
as
wrong?
His area is under attack.
What?
This isn't the Dalmatian army we're talking about. It's the men of the rock who will expand. You got proof because private there.
SP, that's Scarlet Pimpernel.
No reason how he was.
She's lying.
I'll batter down the castle.
It's reading something. This will not stand.
Where's that, really? You have the more Hugo is firing world powers.
You're boring.
This is just another trap.
And did you know if you go to this website, it lets you create custom patterns for any clothing that's made from hoodies, coats, or even handbags? Then enter your body measurements, and it auto-generates a pattern you can tweak before download. You can also view other people's creations.
Exactly what he wants you to do, Clive.
Easy. Did you know if you go to this website, it lets you create custom patterns for almost any clothing item made from hoodies, coats, or even handbags? Then enter your body measurements, and it auto-generates a pattern you can tweak before.
He has dragged the rest of
Yeah, you're all without fathers, right? Yeah,
to find me.
oh my God.
I'm not about to stone.
Identified.
He gets ground into the dirt. He must die.
I've lost enough friends to that man already. I don't want to lose any more. So let's go and kill the bastard.
This literally gives me my life 10 times.
I'll tell you. In for a second.
We need to know what we're getting ourselves into.